What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and it's good to be back. I apologize for the lack of videos last week. Aside from work being super busy, I had things to take care of outside of that, so my apologies for the lack of videos, of course. But this week, I'm going to try to make up for that. I'm going to try to at least do 4, maybe even 5. A lot of news went out last week, and I'm sure there's going to be more this week. Now, before I get into things, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, I believe our record for most likes in 24 hours is 900, so let's see if we could break that on this video. Also, I do owe you guys an exclusive leak, and that's going to be on the Air Jordan 1. However, that will be on Wednesday's video because I have so much news here that I need to make up and some that broke just last night. I kind of want that pair to have its own shine. After that, we're going to go back to the whole exclusive matchup, which piece of news you want to hear next. And it's possible that could actually go out Tuesday, it just depends on how much news there is Monday. Now, as for some of the highlights, we need to talk about the Union Air Jordan 4 collaboration, as well as a possible Don C Air Jordan 2 collab. The Dior Air Jordan 1 Low will release during April, as well as a full capsule collection, and then we have an Air Jordan 3 Tokyo coming this summer. There's a lot more from Jordan brand, a lot from Nike, and a few things from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. In this video, we have a look at 2 upcoming Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 releases. Both will be a first look, and the first pair we're going to go over is known as Sulphur. Now, across the prime knit upper, we have a shade that resembles tan or even light yellow, and then we have burnt orange on the liner. In addition, the stripe that runs across the panels and towards the heel, that will be reflective. And then we have a translucent Boost midsole. Now, as far as a specific release date, we don't have one for this pair, but they are expected to drop sometime during 2020, possibly spring or summer. Retail price is set at $220. For our next Yeezy Boost 350 V2, this pair is being called Flax. Now, this pair looks similar to the Sulphur, and from these photos, it appears that we have light yellow used again, and then a lighter shade of yellow runs across the stripe and heel pull tab. That shade of yellow is similar to what we've seen on the Antlia, somewhat like the Butter release as well, and of course they feature a Boost midsole. So as far as the release info, they are expected to drop during spring 2020, and the retail price will be $220. On to Nike, and we have news on an upcoming Undefeated Nike Kobe 5 Protro collection. Now, you guys might remember in 2019, Undefeated and Nike collaborated on the Kobe 4 Protro, and I believe there was multiple colorways and different NBA players as well as their teams represented each pair. Now, for 2020 on the Kobe 5 Protro, it appears that each pair will represent Kobe Bryant. There's a total of 3, and the first one is known as Double Digits. It comes dressed in multicolor, metallic gold, and multicolor. The second is known as Hall of Fame. That features metallic gold, multicolor, and field purple. Last but not least is U13, and that comes dressed in white, metallic gold, and rapid teal. At the time of shooting this video, none of the pairs have leaked as far as images go, just this info, but you can also expect Undefeated branding placed throughout. Now, as for a specific release date, again, one is not available, but the whole collection is expected to drop during fall 2020, and the retail price will be $190. In 2021, LeBron James will star in Space Jam 2 and is expected to hit theaters. But before that happens, for All-Star Weekend, we'll see a Nike LeBron 17 Space Jam pack release. Again, images from this pack hasn't leaked as of yet, but we do have details. Now, there's going to be 2 models. There's going to be the Nike LeBron 17 and the Nike LeBron 17 Low Preheat. As for the Nike LeBron 17, that pair is being labeled Monstars, and for the LeBron 17 Low, that pair will be for the Toon Squad. Now, what we don't know as of yet is the specific colorways of the 2, but the LeBron 17 Monstars will release on February 14th, while the LeBron 17 Low Toon Squad will launch on February 15th. And a retail price is unknown. Now, one side note is a lot of the NBA silhouettes that are releasing during All-Star Weekend will have themes. For example, the Nike Zoom Freak 1 will be another Coming to America release, but that pair is known as McDowell's. I believe that's how you say it. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but if you haven't seen the movie, McDowell's is a burger fast food place that pretty much is a ripoff of McDonald's. Now, for the PG4, that's going to be another Gatorade release. It'll feature mostly white and pure platinum, so another Gatorade flavor. Now, what I found interesting was I did see the Kyrie 6. Well, I didn't see it, but I saw the description, and it didn't have anything tied to it. Now, more than likely, it will be some sort of inspired release, but I believe, and I'm just going off the top of my head right now, that it'll come dressed in mostly metallic gold. Like always, you can expect more information on each pair I just went over, as well as more to come soon. We have a first look at the Sacai Nike Pegasus VaporFly. Shown is 3 upcoming colorways, which includes black, summit white, and pure platinum. The second comes in cell, sport fuchsia, light bone, and game royal. Last but not least is string, black, villain red, and Neptune green. Once again, Sacai is going for the double everything, which includes double swoosh logos, tongues, midsole, and laces. Each pair was originally spotted at the Sacai Fall Winter 2020 runway show at Paris Fashion Week. However, a release is not expected to take place until fall 2020. Really quick update on the Travis Scott Nike SB Dunk Low. Now, we do have a release date as well as a retail price. However, I need to mention that the release date is not 100% confirmed. This is a rumored release date and things could change. Now, originally they were expected to release during All-Star Weekend. That isn't going to be the case. They're actually rumored to drop on February 29th. And the retail price will be $150. Virgil Abloh was spotted wearing a new off-white Nike Air Force 1 Low at Paris Fashion Week during his Louis Vuitton men's Fall Winter 2020 runway show. Now, looking closer, this pair somewhat has MCA vibes to it. It does feature a very similar shade of blue, but we do have something new. You guys might remember that unique lacing system that was placed on the off-white Nike Dunk Low. Well, that will make its way onto the Air Force 1 Low. In addition, we have silver across the swoosh, the traditional off-white text on the medial side, and then we have black on the midsole as well as the rubber outsole. So everybody's been somewhat up in the air on a release. Now, I can't personally 100% confirm a release is coming. However, Soul Heat on Feet did tweet out some release info, and when he does do that, he's usually right when it comes to this stuff. Now, he didn't tweet out a specific release date, but he tweeted the colorway, which is University Blue, White, Black, Metallic Silver, which perfectly matches up to this Air Force 1. And he tweeted out a style code. So in order for a shoe to go into production, there needs to be a style code. I've talked about this in past videos, and this pair does have that. So a release seems possible, but it's not 100% confirmed. And like always, once more information is available, that will go into the following video. But let me know in the comment section below, which version do you like better? The MCA pair or the new pair that was seen worn by Virgil? During the summer of 2019, LeBron James was seen wearing an unreleased Nike LeBron 7 on Media Day. Now, that pair came in a mismatched theme and matched up perfectly with his Lakers jersey, which gives this pair the obvious nickname, the LeBron 7 Lakers. Now, what's interesting about this is currently it's rumored that this pair is going to release at retailers. Overall, it seems like the LeBron 7 is doing very well in its retro form, so it would make sense that this pair would release. Now, this isn't an OG colorway, this is something brand new, and to my knowledge, I believe this will be the first non-OG colorway of the LeBron 7 to release. Now, going over the shoes, each features shades of purple, yellow, white, and black. One shoe will feature purple on the upper with yellow accents, while the other will feature yellow on the upper and purple accents. In addition, white leather covers the mudguard, swoosh logo, and midsole, while speckle detailing lands on the Air Max unit. Finishing the look, we have either yellow or purple across the rubber outsole. Now, as far as a specific release date, one isn't available. The rumor is sometime later this year, and if they do drop, the retail price will be $200. Moving on to Jordan Brand, and it seems like the brand is releasing a floral collection. We saw the Air Jordan 1 mid, and now we have a look at the Air Jordan 6. This pair comes dressed in a crimson tint, dynamic yellow, black, and white color combination. Yellow is used across the upper while constructed with leather, and then we have a darker shade of yellow seen on the heel, part of the midsole and liner. Now, what would be the highlight of this pair is an embroidered yellow flower on the tongue, while a black Jumpman is placed right in the middle. Following, we have even more floral print which lands on the liner. Then we have white on the midsole and a translucent rubber outsole. Like I mentioned, this is a grade school exclusive, and they're scheduled to release on February 6th. Retail price will be $140. Expected to release this month is the Air Jordan 34 Paris. Now, this release will celebrate the matchup between the Charlotte Hornets and Milwaukee Bucks on January 24th, and the game will take place in Paris. The shoe features soft pink and purple, which starts at the toe and then lands on the panels, and then we have black towards the heel. Black is also used on the tongue, while Paname, my apologies if I mispronounced that, is seen on the upper part of the panel. Following, we have a large iridescent Jumpman and the number 75, which is the city's area code on the heel. Now, this shoe will be limited, and each pair will come with a numbered label on the inside of the tongue, and only 500 pairs is expected to release. Now, unfortunately, specific release information isn't known, but I assume that they're either going to release before January 24th or on January 24th, maybe around tip-off. Now, I'm also hearing reports, and I can't confirm if this is 100% accurate, that there will be a launch on Nike sneakers. If that's the case, you definitely can expect this pair to sell out instantly. Celebrating the 54th Super Bowl, which will be the 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs, Jordan Brand is releasing a Super Bowl 54 pack, which will include the Air Jordan 10 and the Jordan Max 200. Now, images of the Jordan Max 200 has yet to leak, but we do have a first look at the Air Jordan 10. Now, since the Super Bowl will take place at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, the whole theme of this is Miami. Taking a closer look, it utilizes a white canvas upper, and it looks like we have palm trees across the panels, and those will feature different shades of green as well as pink. We also have even more pink and teal accents throughout, and then a gum rubber outsole. This pair, along with the Jordan Max 200, will release on January 31st, and the retail price for the Air Jordan 10 will be $190. A retail price for the Jordan Max 200 is unknown. Also, I'm not sure about availability just yet. I don't know how limited these will be. However, when I find out more information as well as which retailers will have this pair, I definitely will make sure to let everybody know. Last week, Don C posted an image on his Instagram story which showcased 4 different shoes. Now, the orange pair, that's a custom. And then the mostly blue pair, that is the Chicago Air Force 1 High. It's a collaboration with RSVP and Don C. And I did hint in a previous video that RSVP was releasing another colorway of the Air Force 1 High. I didn't know at that time that Don C was actually connecting with them as well. But when images leaked of that shoe, nobody mentioned RSVP, so this is kind of a first. And then the Air Force 1 High in white and green, that is another collaboration with RSVP. Now, what's interesting is on the right, we have an unreleased Air Jordan 2. The overall theme of it looks very similar to past collaborations Don C has done on the Air Jordan 2, and that pair has a similar feel as the Beach release, which took place in 2016. Of course, we have some differences. For example, red is used on the piping as well as the outsole, but other than that, they look pretty much on point. Now, because of this photo, a lot of people are speculating that Don C and Jordan Brand have another collaboration releasing. Now, there's no concrete rumors as far as a release goes. People do believe they're going to release, but I have yet to see a style code, colorway, or any indication other than the photo that Don C shared. It's also possible that this pair is an early sample. Now, I forgot to mention to you guys early on when I was speaking about themed releases for All-Star Weekend, which includes the PG4, LeBron 17, and the Zoom Freak 1. Well, KD's pair, which is the KD12, will be a collaboration with Don C. So it appears that Don C actually has quite a few collabs releasing for All-Star Weekend. But as for the Air Jordan 2, nothing is concrete. It's just rumors for now. But like always, once more information is available, that will go into the following video. More information on an upcoming collaboration between Union and Jordan Brand kind of released last week. Now I say kind of because, again, there's nothing concrete, but Chris Gibbs from Union somewhat beat around the bush to saying that this pair was going to release. So what's going on here is there's a huge rumor that a Union Air Jordan 4 collaboration will debut. Now, I'm shooting this video before I make the thumbnail, and I'm unsure if I'm going to put a mock-up on the thumbnail, but if I do, I'm going to say this right now, it's only that. It's a mock-up. There's no indication that there'll be like his Air Jordan 1 collaboration, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, Chris Gibbs did an interview with Complex, I believe it was a year ago, maybe longer than that, I'm not entirely sure, but in that interview, he said, we're definitely circling the wagons around the Air Jordan 4s. It's not 100% confirmed yet, but that's kind of where it's at. So fast forward to last week, Union's official Twitter account put out some winky emoji, something like that. Not exactly sure how that ties into things, but it did get people talking, and somebody asked them, please tell me there will be another Jordan collab. Union's response is soon. Another person asked, can you narrow down what model? Union's response is, gotta do your Googles. We've already announced which model it'll be. So that's where everything ties back to the Air Jordan 4. It's from their interview with Complex, and I guess you could say that they do have a collaboration coming. That's confirmed because they said soon, and it appears that it's going to be on the Air Jordan 4. So we definitely don't know the theme of it. We don't know what it's going to look like, the colorway, nothing at the time of shooting this video, but hopefully we'll hear some more information soon. But let me know in the comment section if you would pick up a Union Air Jordan 4 that mashes multiple OG colorways of the Air Jordan 4 onto one. Again, I think that would be sort of weird because we already had a What the 4. Yes, they could do it totally different, but I think they're going to go with a different theme. That's just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Last week, images leaked of the Dior Air Jordan 1 Low. They were seen on the feet of Dior's head footwear designer, and at that time it was unknown if this shoe would release or was just an exclusive to people that worked at Dior. And now Jordan Brand has came out, they've confirmed that not only is the Dior Air Jordan 1 High releasing, but also the Dior Air Jordan 1 Low. So if you've seen the Air Jordan 1 High, the Air Jordan 1 Low is exactly the same, with the exception of it being a low, obviously. Not only that, on Jordan Brand's Instagram account, they posted some images, and it showed Travis Scott in the upcoming Air Dior collection. So not only is the Air Jordan 1 High and the Air Jordan 1 Low releasing, but there'll be a full capsule, which includes wool suits, bomber jackets, blazers, hoodies, sweatshirts, shirts, shorts, polos, pants, and leather products. Now, the whole entire color theme for the collection comes in navy, white, and Dior gray, and for the apparel side of things, it's inspired by Michael Jordan's sportswear from the 80s. Now, there's been countless of rumors for the Air Jordan 1 High. The pair is rumored to retail at $2,000 and is limited to 1,000 pairs. Now, that hasn't been confirmed by Jordan Brand. It's very possible the price could be lower and more pairs available. And for the Air Jordan 1 Low, currently we don't know how many pairs will be available, not even a rumor as of yet, nor do we know the retail price. Also, the entire collection will be available at select Dior retailers and pop-up shops during April 2020. So there was no mention of a Nike sneakers release. Now, it's possible one will take place, but I highly doubt any other retailers will have them. But we have to wait until more information is available. Last night, I saw an image floating around from a site I'm not going to mention, and they did a mock-up of an upcoming Air Jordan 3, and they labeled that shoe Chicago. Now, that Air Jordan 3 I actually knew about for some time now, as well as Z Sneakerhead Z. Him and I talked about it quite a few times, and the reason this info hasn't leaked earlier than this is because a Photoshop couldn't be made. It was really hard to make a Photoshop of the shoe as far as the design and the look goes, and you'll probably understand why once I go over the details. Now, the only thing these websites got right about the shoe is the colorway. Yes, it will come dressed in white, fire red, and black. And right off the bat, that would make a lot of people believe that the Air Jordan 3 Fire Red would return in 2020. That isn't the shoe here. I haven't heard anything about that pair, but even though the colorway does seem similar to something that would be attached to Chicago or even the Fire Red Air Jordan 3, it's actually going to be the Air Jordan 3 Tokyo. As far as the behind the scenes info, what's sent to retailers, this shoe is actually labeled Air Jordan 3 SC DNM Tokyo, Japan. Now, I'm 95% positive DNM stands for denim, so this pair is expected to feature denim. I'm not exactly sure where or how much denim, but it should be included. Now, the reason why the Air Jordan 3 Tokyo is releasing, I'm sure everybody knows this, but it's for the 2020 Olympic Games, which takes place in Tokyo, Japan. But what I will say, it's not going to be an Air Jordan 3 Chicago. It's not going to be inspired by Chicago. Now, there will be two Air Jordan 3s releasing during All-Star Weekend. One is known as Red Cement, that will be a GR, and the other is being called Chicago All-Star. And I believe that pair will be limited. I'm not sure to what extent, but we should hear more details on that pair soon. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. Once again, I want to apologize for the lack of videos last week. This week will be much better, and in the next video, I'll have some details on an upcoming Air Jordan 1, because that did beat out the fear of God once again. That fear of God is never going to leak. No, but it has to, because I'd rather leak it than somebody else, and then I'm reporting it from them. Also, I know I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, expect the leaked news matchup to come back in the next video, because definitely know you guys enjoyed it. Now, before I get out of here, greatly appreciate a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. As well, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.